Hi everyone, welcome back. We're really happy you're here with us today.
Hello, friends. It's great to be here again, listening, speaking, and learning English together. If you're new here, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Paul. On this channel, we help you learn real, everyday English, the kind people actually use in daily life.
Yes, not complicated grammar lessons and not textbook examples, just natural conversations that help you understand how English really sounds.
And before we begin, if you enjoy learning with us, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us continue making these conversations and it helps you keep learning step by step. And also comment with your name so we know you're here to improve your English speaking daily.
Okay, today's topic is something very important for everyday English.
Yes. Today we're going to talk about how to use the present perfect in real conversations.
Many learners feel confused about this. They ask, when do I use it? Why don't people just use the past?
So today we're going to explore it slowly and naturally through real-life situations.
Paul, let me ask you something. Have you ever visited another country?
Yes, I have visited several countries.
That's a perfect example. When you say, I have visited several countries, you are talking about your life experience. You're not saying when.
Exactly.
That's one of the key feelings of the present perfect. It's about life experience, not a specific time.
Let's try another one. Sarah, have you ever tried sushi?
Yes, I have tried sushi.
Do you like it?
Yes, I have liked it since the first time.
That sounds very natural. If you're listening right now, this is a very common pattern. Have you ever... People use it to talk about experiences. For example, have you ever traveled alone? Have you ever worked at night? Have you ever met someone famous?
Paul, have you ever worked from home?
Yes, I have worked from home for several years.
That brings us to another important use. We use the present perfect when something started in the past and continues now. For example, I have lived here for 5 years. I have worked here since 2020. I have studied English for a long time.
Sarah, how long have you studied English?
I have studied English for many years.
That means the study started before and continues now. Now let's make this more personal. If you're listening, you can probably say, I have learned English for 2 years. I have studied English since last year. I have practiced English every day. These are very useful real-life sentences.
Now let's talk about another everyday situation. Paul, have you eaten lunch?
Not yet. I haven't eaten lunch.
That's another common use. We use the present perfect when we talk about something that has happened recently or has not happened yet.
For example,
I have finished my work. She has arrived. They have called. I haven't finished yet.
Sarah, have you finished your emails?
Yes, I have finished them.
That means the action is complete and the result is important now.
Now let's talk directly to our listeners. If you're listening and thinking, this sounds complicated, don't worry. In real life, people use the present perfect in simple ways.
They don't think about grammar rules. They think about meaning.
Experience, connection to now, something that started before and continues, something that has just happened. Paul, what's something you have done today?
I have answered many emails, and I have recorded this conversation.
Yes, and we're happy you're here listening.
Now here's something important. Many learners avoid the present perfect because they're not sure. They say, I finished my work already. People understand. But in natural conversation, many speakers say, I have finished my work. The more you hear it, the more natural it will feel.
All right. Now let's move into more everyday situations where people use the present perfect naturally when talking about their day, their experiences, and their lives.
Because this is where you will hear it most often. Paul, let me ask you something.
How has your day been so far?
It has been busy.
That's a very natural question. People often ask, how has your day been? How has your week been? They are asking about the time from the past until now.
Sarah, how has your morning been?
It has been good. I have finished my main tasks, and I have had some coffee.
That sounds like a productive morning. Now let's notice the structure. I have finished. I have had. These actions happened earlier today, but they are connected to now. If you're listening right now, you can try this about your day. I have worked today. I have studied English. I have talked to my friends. I have rested. These are very natural sentences.
Now let's talk about another common use. We often use the present perfect to talk about recent news.
For example,
I have lost my keys. She has broken her phone. They have canceled the meeting. Paul, has anything unexpected happened to you this week?
yes, I have lost my headphones.
Oh no,
Yes, and I still haven't found them.
that's another very common structure.
I haven't found them yet. Now let's talk about something learners often notice. We use words like already, just yet. For example, I have already finished. She has just arrived. We haven't started yet. Sarah, have you eaten lunch?
Yes, I have already eaten. Paul, have you started your new project?
No, I haven't started yet.
These small words help make the meaning clearer.
Now let's talk about daily routines and life changes. We often use the present perfect when something has changed over time. For example, I have learned a lot this year. My English has improved. I have become more confident. Sarah, how has your English changed over time?
I have become more comfortable speaking.
That's a great example.
Paul, what about you?
I have learned to speak more naturally, and I have stopped worrying about small mistakes.
That's an important point. The present perfect is often used when we talk about progress and personal growth.
If you're listening right now, you might say, my English has improved. I have learned many new words. I have practiced more this year. Even small progress matters.
Now, let's talk about a very common question. People often ask, have you finished? This is different from, did you finish? The first one focuses on the result now. The second one asks about a specific time in the past. In everyday conversation, you will hear both. But when the result is important now, people often use the present perfect.
Sarah, have you finished your work?
Yes, I have finished it.
Good. Then you can relax. I have also finished my work for today. And
That's a good feeling.
now let's talk directly to our listeners. And if you feel unsure about the present perfect, that's normal. Many learners find it difficult at first. The best way to learn it is not by memorizing rules. The best way is to notice how people use it in daily life. Listen for sentences like, I have finished, I have started, I have tried, I haven't done it yet. These are everywhere in real English. Now let's move into more personal conversations where people use the present perfect to talk about their life experiences and long-term changes. This is one of the most common uses in real conversations.
Paul, let me ask you something. Have you ever changed jobs?
Yes, I have changed jobs several times.
That's a very natural way to talk about experience. You are not saying when. You are talking about your life in general.
Let's try another one. Sarah, have you ever worked late at night?
Yes, I have worked late many times.
Many people can relate to that. If you're listening right now, you might say, I have worked late, I have traveled alone, I have studied English online, I have tried to speak with native speakers. These sentences talk about your life experience.
Now let's talk about a very common conversation pattern. People often ask, have you ever, for example, have you ever visited another country? Have you ever tried a new language app? Have you ever spoken English at work? Paul, have you ever spoken English with a stranger?
Yes, I have, and at first I was very nervous.
How did it feel?
After a few minutes, I felt more comfortable. That's something many learners experience, and the first time feels difficult, but practice makes it easier.
Now let's talk about change over time. The present perfect is very useful when something has changed slowly. For example, my confidence has grown. My pronunciation has improved. I have become more comfortable speaking.
Sarah, how has your confidence changed?
I have become more relaxed when I speak. Paul, what about your listening?
My listening has improved a lot this year.
These are very encouraging sentences.
If you're listening right now, you might say, I have learned many new words. I have practiced more this month. I have started to understand movies better. These are real signs of progress. Now, let's talk about something important. Many learners think their progress is slow. They say, I'm still making mistakes. I don't speak well yet. But if you look back, you may see that many things have changed. Sarah, do you remember when you first started learning English?
Yes, I remember. At the beginning, I understood very little.
And now?
Now I have learned to understand conversations, and I have improved step by step.
That's exactly how language learning works. Slow progress, but real progress.
Now let's talk about a daily situation. Imagine this conversation. How long have you lived here? I have lived here for 3 years. Or, how long have you studied English?
I have studied English for 2 years.
This is another very common use. We use the present perfect when something started in the past and continues now. Now let's talk about feelings. People often say, I have always wanted to speak English. I have never traveled abroad. I have always been interested in languages. Paul, have you always liked learning languages?
Yes, I have always enjoyed learning new languages. Sarah, have you always wanted to help people learn English?
Yes, I have always liked helping others learn.
Now let's talk directly to our listeners. If you're listening, you can try these sentences about your life. I have studied English for 1 year. I have practiced every day. I have learned a lot recently. I have become more confident. Even if your progress feels small, it is real. Now let's bring everything together and talk about simple ways you can start using the present perfect naturally in your daily English. Let's finish our conversation by bringing everything together in a simple and natural way, because the goal is not to remember grammar rules. The goal is to feel comfortable using the present perfect when you talk about your life. Sarah, let's review with everyday examples.
We use the present perfect when we talk about experience. For example, I have tried sushi. I have visited another country. I have worked from home. These sentences talk about life experience without saying when.
Exactly. We also use it when something started in the past and continues now. For example, I have lived here for 5 years. I have studied English for 2 years. I have worked at this company since 2021.
These situations began before and are still true today.
Now let's talk about another very common use. We use the present perfect when something has happened recently, and the result is important now. For example, I have finished my work. She has arrived. They have cancelled the meeting. I haven't finished yet.
Paul, have you finished your tasks for today?
Yes, I have finished them.
That's a good feeling.
Sarah, have you answered all your messages?
Not yet, but I have answered most of them.
That's a very natural exchange. Now let's talk directly to the listener. If you're listening right now, you can use the present perfect to talk about your day. You might say, I have studied English today. I have listened to a podcast. I have learned new words. I have practiced speaking. These are simple sentences, but they sound natural and real. Sarah, what have you done today?
Today I have worked, I have recorded this conversation, and I have prepared for tomorrow. Paul, what about you?
I have answered emails, I have finished my main tasks, and I have made time to practice English.
That's a good example of daily use. Now here's something important for learners. Many learners avoid the present perfect because they are not sure. They prefer to use the past simple.
And that's okay, people will understand you.
But when you start using the present perfect, your English will sound more natural in many situations.
The key is to start small. Try simple sentences like, I have finished, I have started, I have tried, I haven't done it yet. The more you use these patterns, the more natural they will feel. Sarah, what advice would you give our listeners?
I would say, don't worry if it feels difficult at first. You don't need to use it perfectly. Just listen, repeat, and try to use it in your daily life. Paul, that's very true.
Language becomes natural through use, not through memorizing. If you are listening to English, practicing and speaking, you are improving, even if the progress feels slow. Sarah, many learners feel they are not improving fast enough.
Yes, but if you look back, you may see that many things have changed. You understand more. You recognize more words. You feel more comfortable. You have improved, even if you don't always notice it. And if you're listening right now, you can say, I have learned a lot. I have improved my listening. I have practiced regularly. These are real achievements.
If this conversation has helped you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is learning English too. Also comment with word love, so we know you have arrived here and you are really committed in learning everyday English. Learning together makes the journey easier and more motivating.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
Keep listening,
Keep speaking,
keep practicing.
and remember,
You're not bad at English.
you're just getting better.